Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to get another quick video in here. In my last video, I talked about a special project that I'm working on with Vincent Pompetti, and wanted to do a preview here while I wait for those to ship to me. So I'm starting from the Collector Art House website, www.collectorarthouse.com. And on this page, let me just point out a few things to find out some more information about Vincent. So starting with the Sorcery Art Gallery, this is one of the best pages on the site. You can go through here and see the full art images of a large percentage of the Sorcery card collection. I was about to say alpha, but we think that some of these cards could potentially move to future sets, such as here's one example, the Holy Grail by Tony Sudlow. That seems like a perfect natural fit for Arthurian Legends, so we haven't seen that in the tabletop simulator, so we expect that that will probably move to the next set. But if you scroll down here, keep going. I have these organized in order of artist. Um, Look how amazing this page is. All the art is really incredible. And this is the best place on the internet to go and see all of it out there. Excuse my voice. I'm still recovering from a cold here. So let me go down. I think Vincent's artwork was a bit of a late add to the site. So that is likely closer towards the end. This is a massive page. You can see how many full artworks I have. Here you go. So here's the first one. I think this one is called The Sanctuary. I'm not sure that we've seen that one in card form yet. So, there's speculation that this could be Camelot in the Arthurian Legends expansion. Not sure there. But here's all of Vincent's pieces going through. He's done, I think he did over 20 artworks. So he's going to have a very heavy presence in the alpha set. And this is the one I wanted to focus on. This was called, originally, early on, this was called the Holmganger. And if you go look up Holmgang on the internet, that is a Scandinavian battle style. It was used for settling disputes. There's some interesting history to that. And some interesting background. You should go and research to learn more about that. But this card, it came out in a Kickstarter update, and they showed a version of it. Let me see if I have it here. Yes. All right. So from the Kickstarter campaign, there was an update during the Kickstarter that said that this will be the first, essentially the first prize card in Sorcery Contested Realm. I'm calling it a prize card because you can see here it's hard to make out, and I think the quality, even if I zoom, you're gonna have a hard time making out the words. But that is a quote talking about the champion and the victor. So this is clearly a prize card. It's not a playable card. You see, there's no mana resource cost or power cost. Um, it says it's called, the name changed to the champion, so it is represents a prize type promo, and it shows this amazing artwork of this victorious guy in battle standing over his enemy after he's slain him. You see the fallen shield and helmet and sword, and he's just standing over top of him with his sword staked into the ground, and it's pretty epic artwork. So I had this idea to reach out to Vincent and see if he could do some embellished prints of this. Um, the original artwork for this was purchased. I actually considered buying it myself and regret not pulling the trigger on that. But another lucky fan owns this original painting, so that's no longer available. So the next best thing is an embellished print, and what that means is he's doing 10 copies of these prints, and he's going over and embellishing certain elements of it, and actually adding some features, which I'll get to in a moment. Um, to the original image with his watercolor type painting style, so it resemble more of the touch and feel of a original painting, more so than a print, and it look pretty amazing. Can't wait to get those in person and get a closer look. So going back to the website, I wanted to point out the image gallery. You can see all the great work by Vincent here. He has that signature watercolor style, really beautiful, really classic retro style look that Eric's going for the game. And then if you come over to let's go to the cards. And if you hover over, you see I have these sorted by artist as well. So we're looking for Vincent Pompetti. It's alphabetical, so he's right there at the end. Actually, let me show you one cool thing. You click on Sorcery Cards, and I have an image of all of the artists here. And you can scroll through, again, all alphabetical, see all the wonderful artists for this game. Here's Vincent, Italian guy living in France. Really, really awesome guy. I talk to a lot. I click on his image, and kill my microphone there. Um, these are all his cards, right, that have been revealed from the latest Tabletop Simulator update. So you're not going to find the promo card in here. It's not in the simulator because it's not a playable card. But there you could go see his cards and some of the effects of the latest versions of his cards. And then the last thing I wanted to show you, if you go to interviews and articles, I've done, I think, 12 interviews now with sorcery artists, quite a lot. And I have this awesome interview here with Vincent. You can go and learn more about his background. He does a lot of signings and events, and paints on the inside jacket cover of his artwork. I have a book that my friend Vincent in France, a different Vincent, actually went and met Vincent Pompetti at one of his events, and graciously sent me a book with a custom watercolor painting of a knight in there in the jacket cover, and it looks freaking awesome. I love that thing. So here you go. He's talking about his references. One of his models is Frank Frazetta. So I grabbed a few artworks that are going to be used in the game for sorcery. A lot of cool information here, process sketches leading to his final works, and him telling stories about various images. Here you go again, another process sketch that showed the evolution of dodge roll. You can see a very significant change here after going back and forth with Eric a lot. And look how amazingly classic this looks. That looks like it's right out of the 90s. Perfect for this game. He's done a lot of comic book publications. So definitely go give this a read. A lot of cool information, background context from his other publications and work that inspired the work for sorcery. Really cool to check out. All right, so now let me go to the shop page, and I added a subpage to do this preview of the Champion Embellished print. So I'm going to click that within the shop. And here I have a little blurb about the historic context of this artwork and the prize card from Sorcery. Noting here that there's going to be 10 copies of these offered. And if you scroll down, what I have here is a preview. He sent me an image of each of these. And then what I asked him to do is show like a zoom in of him showing his paintbrush, highlighting one of the areas where he did some of the predominant features in that particular embellished print. And again, no two of these are the same. Each of the 10 are uniquely different. So they'll each be marked one of one on the back. But on the front, you're going to have a nice clean image where you're only going to see his signature. And then on the back side, you'll have the dates this year. So these will be exclusive, one-time deal. He'll only do 10 copies of these this year. And they're unique and distinct. He's not likely to replicate these in the future. So they'll be very limited and special. And also on the back, so I mentioned we'll have the year, the name. He's going to call it Homeganger Champion as a homage to the early title that Eric gave it before he evolved it to the Champion and repurposed it as a promo card. And I think that's it. Yeah, the name, the date, and then on the front you'll have his signature. All right, and the one of one will be on the back as well. So you have this clean border. You could frame it up nice, and his signature is right there within the border if you want to do a tight border right up to the image. So you can see how clean that looks. Going through, so this is kind of funny. I was going back and forth with Vincent. I was like, hey, maybe we'll try to do a homage to Alpha. This is the year of Alpha 2022. Hopefully they meet that November deadline. And this year is all about the Alpha debut release. So here you see it prominently featured on the shield. Let me go back again to the original image for reference. You see this kind of like design he did on the shield, and it's blue. So in this first embellished print, he's done multiple embellishments here, but really the key thing is the shield. And you can see right here, he's got the alpha symbol right on the shield, and it's got this cool, like classic red look. Really awesome. Going on to the next one. So here he's highlighting. So this one, if you look at this, it's got like I think he did like a time of day type adjustment here where this looks like it's like dawn or dusk potentially. So you can kind of see like the glow coming off the right side of the figure of the warrior here, like on his inner leg and his outer leg. And that's what he's showing here. He kind of highlighted that and painted along the top here. And it looks like on his neck garnishment there. And then coming down again, here's a variant of the shield that's very different here. It's in that kind of natural blue that the original image had. And again, got that alpha symbol right there, paying homage to the alpha release. Look how cool that looks. And he did it really masterfully where it fits right in. It looks like that is the. But here you see a difference too, like you got the white highlighting and him here. He did this very tastefully to fit the shield. versus here where he's got this ember glow for the different time of day. So that's where I was kind of chuckling a bit. I was like, hey, let's do a homage to Alpha. Let's do it to the Shield. And I started spitballing all these different ideas. And then I took a step back and I was like, you're the artist. You're the creative guy with all the talent. Why don't you just surprise me and let's do all 10 of these different? That'll be the nuance of this particular series. Whereas some of the others I'm doing with Severin might be a little different with the Philosopher's Stone and Elemental Avatars. Don't those will probably be numbered 1 to 10 because they'll be similar each of them. These ones will be very different as you're kind of finding out as you go here. So each one he put his own twist and flavor on these. Here he put some remnants of the battle with the blood on the shield and coming down around the soldier's body here that he killed and around the fallen shield. See how he did that there. This one's kind of cool. He painted this sailboat in there. So Vincent has done a lot of comics and boat images like this, where you see like he's got these pirate ships and things. So this is really like a homage to his own style and kind of his own portfolio of work, which is really awesome. Kind of hit it behind the rock there, kind of passing at the horizon while not distracting from the focal point of the warrior here. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Here he's done quite a bit. You kind of see the rim of the shield, again, the blood around the soldier's body. And I think there's some accents here on the leg of the soldier. This will be a lot easier for me to see when I get these in person. Maybe I could try to do a video or take a few more images to capture more. Okay, so on this one, let me go back. Was this rock here at all in the last one? This looks like it's so natural to that image. But no, you see he added that whole stone there in the front, and this is like a clear homage to Alpha. He's got the Alpha logo there, but again, it's very subtle. It doesn't distract from like the original integrity of the artwork. That's something we both thought was very important to kind of keep the original integrity of his original artwork and the one you're going to find on the card in the game. But another tasteful thing he did here, and this shows why he's such a great artist. There's great balance here. On all the prior ones, you notice his signature was along the right side here, and it was fitting because everything looked nicely balanced. Here, since he added this stone, he did his signature in the lower left. Right? You have an element of balance there, not as distracting. It's not his signature, and it's not the stone. It's really the key item here. It's the composition of the artwork itself, accented with these special embellishments. Stone looks like beautifully matching the grounds, everything. Next one, he's got kind of this checkered pattern, so there's a different touch on the blood spatter, but a little more calculated, and some splattering here, kind of discoloring the stone foundation. That one looks really cool and looks like it's naturally like that could be. On this one, and then if there's a few of these that if you really want to preserve the natural integrity of the image, you might appeal more to these, right? This looks a lot like the original, but he's added some accents to the body garments of the soldier. Again, I'll have to see this one in person. It looks like maybe he did some embellishments this part and his uniform. That'll be really cool to see in person and get a better feel for. And then similarly here, he altered or enhanced, I should say, and embellished the stone. And it all looks very natural again and balanced. And if you want something that's more truly resembling the original, this is a common technique in embellished prints where they really try to preserve the original painting, and the purpose of the embellishments is just to make it look more like an original. So when you frame this up and you display it, you'll see the brushstrokes, you'll see the paint, the watercolors. It'll be more vibrant and feel more natural, like a real painting, a printer generated print. So these are really special. Those are the 10. You go on the website and give those a closer look. www.collectorarthouse.com. Just go to the shop, and it's a subpage within the shop. So I'll be getting those in the mail, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. And I'll definitely take more pictures. I'll share it in my Collector Art House Discord and on the Sorcery Contested Realm fan page and marketplace. So definitely keep an eye out there. I'll be previewing those and probably bring a few of these to the auction and kind of see what market value is for these, and perhaps offer a few offline as well too, so that people don't have to get in a bidding war to acquire them. But we need to kind of feel out what fair value is. And here I mentioned in my last video that these are not trivial to do. They take a considerable amount of time and effort from the artist. So there's a time and materials type costs of these things, but I'm trying to offer like a medium pricing tier type offering that's not as expensive as a full original painting, but not like a just like a standard many copy print that doesn't have any special flair or is not as valuable and just like a cheap commoditized item. And it's not really the goal here. Like I'm more into specialized, custom commissioned, high end collectibles and when it comes to the cards, and then for artwork, the original paintings, and then special commissioned hand embellishments that will feel something that will feel quality and valuable, and that you'll really cherish owning for a long time. Display in your home. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for bearing with my voice and my cold here. Hopefully, I'll rebound soon, and look forward to talking again. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends. All right, take care, everybody. Stay healthy. See ya.